Hey guys, I'm at the grave of Tammy Faye Messner, better known as Tammy Faye Bakker. She was the evangelist. She was the television evangelist. Obviously, a word I'm not going to be able to pronounce. All right, I'm at the grave of Tammy Faye Messner, better known as Tammy Faye Bakker. She was her and her husband were the TV preachers, talk show hosts. Her husband was Jim Bakker, who got wrapped up into the PTL scandal. Tammy Faye was always one that wore a lot of that crazy makeup. And a lot of folks have left makeup at her grave. She and Jim were built a pretty large Christian-based television networks, the CBN, with Pat Robertson, another crazy fake Christian out there. They did hosted the 700 Club early in their careers, and by the 1980s they became quite the power couple in the Christian circles. Until Jim Bakker had his affair with Jessica Hahn, and they kind of gave up control of the PTL Club over to Jerry Falwell, again another crazy Christian. And obviously his son's gotten into a lot of troubles lately with his own sex scandals. They ran into a lot of problems in the 80s though. They had a heritage park, a big amusement park, Christian themed amusement park that went bankrupt and lost everything. And her and Jim eventually divorced in the early 90s, and she would later marry Roy Messner, who these would be his family here, his mother and father. I believe Roy is still alive. If he isn't, he's not buried here, but she's buried here with her in-laws there. She made a little bit of a comeback, but then eventually had cancer. Early on in the mid-90s, she went into remission, but it came back and eventually killed her in 2007. And she's, like I said, she's buried here in the Waldron Cemetery in Harper County, Kansas. The main gate's off to the distance there. It's a very typical country cemetery. Not much out here around it. It's pretty lonely. Church is long gone, if there ever was one. So here she's buried, Tammy Faye Messner. I know I don't speak very highly. I just fake Christians, people that prey on people with the faith, always kind of piss me off. So I'm just showing you where her grave's at. But she's not a person I don't think that needs to really be honored. Her life was all about stealing from others. Her and her ex-husband Jim. And unfortunately, I mean, like I said, I don't wish a painful cancer on anybody, but she's definitely better off not being part of this world with the poison that she spread, again with her husband in the 80s and early 90s. Again, Tammy Faye Messner, better known as Tammy Faye Bakker, ex-wife of Jim Bakker, the felon basically, buried here in rural Kansas.